Hello everyone, this is Dusty with Eagle Atlas Consulting. Today we're going to cover the blueprint. And what is the blueprint? The blueprint is the ultimate goal setting tool. Not only will it help you define your goals, but it'll also show you how to get those goals accomplished by identifying the daily and weekly tasks that you should be doing in order to get to your ultimate goal. So in this highlighted square, this is where you will place the number one goal or dream that you have. Now this can be anything and it could be unique to you. Here is where we'll place the sub goals. So these goals together can work towards your main goal or they can be separate. The bottom in the self category, this will be where you make a plan for your physical, personal self, both like working out, your mental health, all of it. Because this is going to be the foundation on which everything else lies. Here, using these arrows and these additional boxes is where we're going to break down each of your goals into smaller and smaller steps until we get to here, which is where the prerequisites are, and then also the daily and weekly task. And I have a specific example at the end showing exactly how to do that. Here's where you sign your name. And also, actions get results. Underneath that, it says, be sure to transfer your daily and weekly tasks to a planner or other device that will be with you at all times. Set automatic reminders to your mobile devices to keep you on track. We'll cover more on that later. And of course, the blueprint to success. This is your roadmap to get to your goals. And underneath that is the timeline and the legend. And we'll cover those in more detail as well. Now this is where the blueprint to success came from. This is the old version, and this was actually my specific example. And you can see there's a lot going on here. Don't worry about that, because you may only need one line, you may need three. Just all depends on what you have going on. So let's jump into how to do this. Like I said before, here is where the main goal goes. In this example, make $1 million per year. So in that space underneath that, we're going to break that down a little further. We broke it down to per month, per week, per day. Now, that's our main goal. So we need to pick some sub goals that are going to help us accomplish that. In this example, real estate. Underneath that is you're going to put, when you say real estate, what's the vision of that in the future? When you name that goal, think things that aren't true yet, but what you aspire to. So in this example, in real estate, we want to make $100,000 per month. We want to be a top agent. We want to be nationwide, and we want to be a brand name. So following these arrows, we're going to reverse plan and break this down into smaller steps. So how are we going to achieve that? Well, we're going to sell 10 homes per month. We would like these homes to have an average sale price of $500,000, an average sell time of 25 days. We're going to do tons of open houses, and we're going to do custom signs. So here in the title box is the main target. Underneath it, you can list attributes of that. These could be to-do items, or it can just be whatever comes to mind when you're breaking your goal down. Yours will be different from mine, and ours will be different from everyone else's. Everyone's plan will be different. So how are we going to sell these 10 homes? Well, we're going to have to sign 30 clients per month. We're going to have all the documents signed, we'll have a value packet, and we'll be asking for referrals. So again, we got to ask ourselves, well, how will we sign these 30 clients? All right, well, we need 3,000 leads per month. So at this point, you can already see you're getting a huge dose of realism when you're breaking these goals down. So now we're defining what it's actually going to take to get a given task done. This helps you with expectations and planning, and it also helps you realize that some goals take a lot of work, and you need to know that going in. All right, so how are we going to get these 3,000 leads? Well, now we need 10,000 captures per month. So that could be 10,000 people that see my YouTube video, 10,000 people that click on a Facebook ad, or etc. So now you got to ask, well, how do I get these 10,000 captures? All right, well, we need marketing. Underneath here, what kind of marketing? Facebook ads, Zillow, YouTube, door hangers, direct mail, etc. And again, your version of marketing for whatever you're doing may be completely different. Or maybe your goal has nothing to do with marketing. The point is, we're breaking it down step by step. All right, so if you can't break it down any further, so let's just say we stopped here at marketing. And these other empty boxes, put other tasks or goals or whatever comes to mind that you can do to achieve your ultimate goal, which in block 1 was selling real estate to make $100,000 per month. So we can go to events, local events, we can host classes, we can go to meetups, we can host other people's open houses, go to yard sales. We just got to find the people. So networking. So our goal is to be to meet 10 to 20 new people per day. We can use LinkedIn, direct messages, and we want to make sure we always exchange contact info. Next, my CRM, and I'll be following up. And the CRM is a customer relationship management tool. And this is the way to keep up with all your leads. And again, underneath our title boxes, we're putting attributes of all these steps. So now, instead of just trying to keep up with all this in our head, we've written it down, we've identified some targets, and it should start to be a lot easier to manage. So now let's talk about the legend. So as you're writing out your plan, you're going to develop your own shorthand. So in this example, an R circled means I need to research something, because maybe I don't know this is true, this is the best guess. And when I underline something, well, that can mean it's just important to me. And of course, everything I put in green, well, those are my money-making actions. So for you, your legend and the way you break this down will be completely unique. So you just put what matters to you. And the timeline here, I didn't put anything in it. If you want to use the timeline, you can identify, say, for example, 1.6. We want to do that by January 2nd. All right. So all on the far left, after we've broken our goal down into these manageable steps, we need to identify the daily and the weekly task, and also the prerequisites. So how do we get those? We're going to need to look back through what we just reverse planned out. Now, some of these daily and weekly tasks will have popped out immediately. Others, you just need to look back, say, looking here at events, for example, like, okay, well, how many of those do I need to go to per week? And then you would put that over here. I'll show you some examples. So for daily tasks, we look back through our breakdown and we see we need to meet 10 plus people every day. And if you want, you can reference like 1.7, we reference it right here. This will help with your notes. And also when you transfer these to your planner or your automatic text, you can reference these numbers as well. Because over time, these numbers will mean something to you. So you won't have to think, okay, well, networking, 1.7, and all these things. Your brain will just know what's in that box once you get familiar with your plan. So going back to the daily task, we're going to update our CRM. We're going to call 5 for sell by owners. We're going to send out 10 handwritten letters, and we're going to do 3 social media posts every day. So you can see these are the actions we need to be doing that will lead into all these ones we identified when we broke that goal down. Now, a weekly task. We can go to 2 events per week. We can host 1 to 2 open houses, and we can be making 2 YouTube videos per week. And also, we'll be following up with all of our active clients. Now, in this example of real estate, let's say I didn't have my real estate license yet, but this is what I'd planned to do once I get it. But here in the prerequisites, I would need to put real estate license. And I might also want my signs, cards, etc. So when you make a goal, if it's something you can't do yet, like in this example, if you wanted to do real estate, but you just don't have your license yet, while you're studying for your license and getting all your prerequisites, you can be researching and further developing your plan. That way, when you do get your license, you're ready to hit the ground running. So again, real estate was just the example. You can use this for any goal you want. I just wanted to break it down step by step and identify the daily and weekly tasks that we could be doing to accomplish these goals. So you start with the blueprint, get all these ideas, goals, the process, identify your daily and weekly tasks, all your prerequisites, put this thing on the wall, and then you can get started. Thank you.